and welcome back, everyone. Heir of Grudges here, and I hope you all are ready to continue some Malakai Makaisson campaign action. I know I am. I apologize. I was gone for a day. Felt like more like 2 days, but I've been a little bit lighter on content. I was getting 2 videos a day for quite a while. I intend to get back to that. But I had a project, well, I had a bunch of stuff going on, to be honest. There was some storm cleanup last week that I was involved in. This weekend I was helping someone move. And then I took on a project with my boys. I've been trying to get this. I have a second computer that I keep here in the studio as a just in case mine craps out, that I have something to record on. Well, I had bought new parts for my main computer. I was trying to move a graphics card over to the old one because I had this really cool idea. I was going to make my boys a little place where they could play Minecraft each on their own computer, but they could play with each other. And I'm trying to put the graphics card in, and it just won't work. And anyway, I go through like a day's worth of work basically to find out that the slot on the motherboard is crappy. It'll work with the old card. It won't work with the new card, but both cards work on the other machine I have. And I know the power works because it works with one of the cards. So yeah, I have a faulty motherboard and it can't be returned. So I'm gonna have to deal with that. So that's a pain in the butt. But in any case, I spent a lot of time doing that, so I do apologize for being away, but it was for a good cause, right? I was trying to help the little heirs get into some gaming, and I think that that's a cause that most of you all here could appreciate, because I doubt you would be watching my videos if you didn't like video games, because if that's the case, then it is rather strange. But let's just keep going here. I've got skill points to hand out. There's really not a lot of spots left for me to go in this one. Stubborn Defiance. Yeah, never mind. That's the one we were working. And Stubborn Defiance will certainly be useful. Follower of Grimnir gets extra weapon strength. That's not a bad idea. Toughened Skin with missile resistance, probably a good idea as well. Let's keep working on those. Garagrim. Okay, then back over to Felix, and let's see here. Yeah, none of the other skills up there left. I'll just start dropping points into Specialist, I guess. And then we got one more skill point here. We had a lot of skill points, apparently. Let's go with Flash Bomb. I like that one. All right. Sorry, we got another skill point here that I missed. So we got Flash Bomb, and we had one more left, which we can do. Let's do Triangulation. I like getting the army's missile strength up. There's a few things I want to do. I want to get Ulrika. Ulrika would be a cool add to one of these armies. And we can get her if we build the shooting gallery. And I'm trying to remind myself why I don't have a shooting gallery. Arms Foundry, Arms Forge. I'm assuming this must be the shooting... No, Foundry, Gunsmith, Siege Workshop. The heck is the shooting gallery? Is that the Bugman's building? No. Feast Hall, Drinking Hall, Refectory. Where the heck is a shooting gallery? What the... Mustering Hall, Clan Barracks. Did I see the wrong words? I don't know. Let me get back in here. It was in our little mission thing here. Ensure that the following building has been constructed. Shooting gallery. Oh, it's one of the airships, so I could have gotten it like 1,000,000 years ago. How stupid. All right, well, there we go. I'll be able to get Ulrika now that I've figured that out. I'm gonna go ahead and spend some money to upgrade Krakadrak. I haven't spent any money on my infrastructure in quite a long time because we were running so low on money for a very long time. I'm building, but I can actually wait to build that until our turn's over. Let's keep pushing further into Malus's territory. And I got an army here that we're gonna be able to push forward as well. So we're going to push forward both armies. This one's going to be a pretty straightforward auto-resolve there. That rune, remind myself, that was the homing. Yeah, the homing artillery seems to be terrible. You know, this army, though, would be a pretty good place to test it, because I could put it on one of the cannons, and we'll start to see whether that one's constantly lagging behind the other ones in terms of the damage caused. Let's go ahead and occupy the settlement here. So that's a good start to our work today. Let's go ahead and get Thorgrim and continue on to Blackrock. Malus has basically just given up these settlements because he doesn't feel confident in defending them, and I don't blame them. It's not looking like something that they would have easily been able to defend. Probably put that on the Doomseeker, enables magic attacks. I don't know, like on the hammer or something like that. Let's go ahead and just auto-resolve this one too. This is not a huge battle. We're just gonna keep, oh my gosh, that is so much money we get from sacking, but I mean, I'm gonna refrain because then I'd have to rebuild the whole dang thing. And that would be very annoying because this is a rather inhospitable climate. I don't need the Bugmans. This is going to be great because we're going to be getting a ton of extra Oath Gold. So our Oath Gold is going to be through the roof. How did they get both buildings here? I can't do this, but apparently the AI can do it for me. That's interesting. So we're getting huge income here. I wonder if I can keep it. I'm going to try and keep it just to get the extra income. And then I'm going to build... I need the obsidian for the trade. I'm going to build a defense here, and I'm going to see if I can keep both of those buildings. It'll be interesting because that makes me a lot of extra money because of that glitch that shouldn't really be possible there. But apparently it is. We got Morgrim's favored. Let's finish up Dolly Firepower here with Thorgrim. And we didn't pick up any other skill points on that because the battle was probably rather small. Now we can do the building here in the airship, and let's build that shooting gallery so we can unlock Ulrika. We can build another building here too, we might as well. Let's go ahead and build the automated foundry. So we'll make some upgrades to our airship on this turn end. I've got movement points here with Oldest, and we're going to use that to chase down these Druchii scum who dared to touch my shores. Let's see, this one is Master Rune of Immolation, 20% missile strength. It has to be non-grudge settler artillery. I wonder if the homing projectiles work better on the... I'm going to try something here. Let's try the homing projectiles on that one, and then we'll do the Master Rune of Immolation on the cannon and see whether that makes any difference. Let's have a little fun with it. Anyway, I'm going to auto-resolve that. I'll have to, when I actually fight a battle, I'll have to check that one out to see whether it does any good there. There's not much Oath Gold to be had in it for me, unfortunately, but we did get rid of that army, which was busy harrying us, and I can now head back over here. I don't think we can quite reach the Altar of Spawns, which means that Castalton may take it, and that's fine. It would complete a settlement for him, and I'm not really... Or sorry, Mother Ostanki is the one leading that army, but I think it's Castalton's faction. Not a big deal. If he gets a hold of it, I'm not really concerned. Normally that kind of thing would irritate me, but that is not a particularly, like high priority for me at the moment. Let's finish up Miner's Instinct. And then we got this Engineer, picks up another skill point we've finished up. Let's do Requisition. Okay, all right. We got a building available. Probably quite a few buildings that are available. Let's go ahead and take advantage of that trade good again. And let's build up Stormbrack Mount, see if we can finally build some of these things up to where they can be a little better self-sustaining. Oh, we can get more gemstones there at Karak Vrag. Let's do that. And in our turn. Oh, I forgot we had Grombrindal walking through the mountains here next to Karak Kadrin, trying to head down into some action. We'll catch up with him on the next turn. All right. Speaking of Grombrindal, wow, Karak Kadrin has a massive force marching against the Crooked Moon, and I'm going to join them. So this could be 4 full stacks of Angry Dawi that are headed towards the Crooked Moon and the Silver Road. We need to take possession of the Silver Road in order to meet that big grudge that allows us to use the Dwarf Underways. So that will be something that is good that we can try and set right there. A wrong we can set right, I should say. Castalton did not take that settlement. He went straight on through to Winter Pyre, which is maybe, or sorry, Mother Ostanki did. Maybe it's because they felt like they couldn't hold it. I don't know. I'll go ahead and just take it back. It's not a particularly important settlement, but it is fairly habitable, and I can use it as a base of operations in this vicinity. Looks like we do have that Admiral behind us, but that shouldn't be too big a deal. We're going to have to deal with poor public order in a lot of these settlements, and if I build up this drinking hall. That will help considerably. I could put another one in over here as well, just for the time being. And again, that should help rather considerably. Let's do that, and I may change some of those eventually, as we may not need them all. But I do want to build a shooting gallery on this turn. I think I'm going to go into the encamped, the airship encamped stance, move up. I'm going to build the shooting gallery, assuming that I have enough funds left to do it. I'm going to head underground and wait right here with Thorgrim. Don't have quite as much money as I would like this time. We can build the shooting gallery. Let's go ahead and do that, because then we'll be able to unlock Ulrika and put her to use. And then we got an unassigned skill point down here with Garagrim. Experienced Wanderer. Why not? Let's go ahead and do that one. And we finished some research. We've got 764 Oath Gold. There's some of these that take 1,000 that would be nice to have, and I'm probably going to have close to 1,000 on the next turn. Allegiance points gain plus 20. That's not a big deal to me. Oath Stones. -5 upkeep for all units would actually be quite nice. Wouldn't be world changing, but it would be pretty darn nice. And then the Grudge Settler unit capacity per army would also be pretty darn nice. I think what I'm going to do is just start researching here for a turn, just to spend, you know, a turn. Don't want to waste it, so I'll spend it somewhere. And again, we've got all that Oath Gold. We're taking on a considerable amount of Oath Gold, which is great. That's exactly the way I wanted it. Let's go ahead. I'm going to end the turn, but I'm going to go ahead and talk through this turn in, just talk through a few things. So we're closing in on victory conditions for this campaign. When I meet those victory conditions, I'm going to go ahead and start another campaign. If you have any ideas on what you want to see me play, let me know down in the comments. But we are probably getting quite a bit closer to the long victory conditions on this one. I have hit the long victory conditions on the Elspeth campaign. However, for my own personal gratification, I want to finish the gunnery school upgrades, because I feel like you can't do a proper Elspeth campaign if you haven't fully upgraded the armory and built everything you can at Nuln. So that's going to be important to me. Looks like we're going to trap Malus in here. And I'm actually going to siege him and see if we can get him to come out and fight us on the open ground. Oh no, we're going to take attrition. I don't really want to do that. I'll probably go ahead and fight him now then. Malakai Makaisson can reach the Twisted Towers. I don't know why we haven't declared war on Sigval, but we're going to now. I mean, I've come this far down the Chaos Way, so it's not like I'm going to stop cleaning it out at this point. I'm going to cleanse this place of the stench of all chaos. All right, well, we got a couple of battles to fight here. Well, I say we start with this one. Actually, I'm just going to auto-resolve this one, because let's be honest, this one's not going anywhere for chaos, and then we'll fight the other one, because that one might be potentially more interesting. I said potentially, because obviously there's no guarantee that it's going to be interesting. Let's do this. Speed up growth. Okay, and then we've got... All right, this is going to finish off this province. We finished building up the obsidian mine, which that helped quite a bit. We've got the extra money here, just like I wanted. That's awesome. I can put defenses in there. Then we'll fight this battle, and it should give me just a little bit more gold to use on this turn end as well. So we got Morgrim's Favor, Dawi Firepower. Finished up this one, or hang on, Mastercrafted Weapon. We can get all of these. That's really quite cool. So that's for Thorgrim. See that? Wow, Thorgrim is going to hit like a truck. He doesn't have a lot of armor piercing, but holy cow, he's hitting hard. Let's go ahead and fight this battle and finish these guys off. All right, I've got the filthy Druki out in front of me. They do have an artillery piece, which is unfortunate. So I'm gonna fall back a little bit with my gyros. They can't take very much in terms of any beatings here. So I am gonna back off. I'm gonna let my cannons start to do their initial damage. What I will do, gladly though, is drop some Zuthbar 42 pounder all over that stupid Reaper bolt thrower. Cause him a little damage. If I can get them to scoot forward a little, which I believe they will, then I will be able to drag them into artillery range. I'm going to begin targeting the dark shards, and then we'll have to hit shades, because I've got to take out any ranged targets that are going to be the main concern for me here. Gonna get hit with a doom bolt here. Watch these. Oh man, those guys are gonna get absolutely shellacked by the grudge rakers. Oh, that was so pretty. That was so pretty. All right, I need one of my cannons. This one does not have the order. You target, please, that Reaper bolt thrower. The other two cannons, let's switch to grape shot. All right, the enemy is closing inside of grudge raker range. I'm gonna grudge rake those witch elves. Should be able to put some pretty serious pain. All right, Malus decided to just kind of come forward. I'm gonna put some hurt on him as well. So that's some good initial damage. I'm gonna back up with those grudge rakers. Yeah, we've got, oh crap. Yeah, I've got shades pooping all over me right now. I'm gonna ignore. All right, and we've got I can't quite get range on some of these shades. That one just stepped into range. We'll go ahead and hit them. Thorgrim's getting a bit of a shellacking back here as well. Let's see if we can go ahead and lay into some of these shades. There's not much I can do to the shades other than open fire with the artillery. I just don't have much range in this particular army. And the shades will do horrific damage to my flying units. But I will try to come out and get in their way a little bit here, though we gotta be careful because a few wrong moves and I could lose some really critical units. This is frustrating. I just don't. I'm gonna go ahead and push these guys out that way, see if maybe I can get lucky and get into range on them. I could chase them with my slayers, maybe. Malus is being Malus, so completely unsurprising at the moment what he's doing, which is being absolutely tough as nails to kill. How long does it take to grape shot some shades here? These grudge rakers ought to finish him if nothing else will. Surely this thing is, yeah, it's on grape shot. It's just not having the desired effect that I would have liked. Wow, Malus is such a tank. All right, well, how are those shades still living? I continue to be surprised by how alive all the shades are. Let's get over here before they kill my... Oof, they might kill my Thunder Barge right here. That would be so bad. I'm gonna have to take a risk. I'm gonna Thunder Burner away. Okay, fortunately I routed him right before we died there. Let's turn the Thunder Burner off. That was really close. That was getting a little bit hairy there. Let's switch to standard shot and let's target Malus. See if we can get him off the field. Shades are such a pain in the butt. I didn't have a great answer to him. I could have hit them more from range if I could have seen them, so I might have needed to gone and harass their force a little bit better from range. Let's see if my cannons can take out Malus. Yeah, see, some of those are the homing projectiles, and they're all missing, whereas the normal ones are getting a lot closer. But my gosh, that guy is like immune to damage in that transform state. He is so strong. Those cannons are no joke. I mean, they are pounding him with just brutal firepower, and he is taking almost all of it. In fact, he may get out of there alive despite all that cannon fire. I think he did. He's gonna get out of range. That is unbelievable how much damage he just absorbed. See if I can finish him with the gyrocopters here. There we go. Wow. What an absolute tank there. All right, let's end this battle and head back to the map. I think if I had something to do different there, I might go ahead and use the Thunder Barge and the gyros to kind of wrap up the shades on one flank. If I could get right on top of them, it would have made it difficult for him to shoot. And then on the other flank, I should have been aggressive with my Slayers and my Grudge Rakers, and we probably could have taken care of them a lot better. So I think I was a little bit too passive, hoping the artillery would kind of quickly wipe them out. But they stand in a slightly more, what do you call it? A slightly looser formation than regular units, and so they weren't quite as susceptible to just the kind of immediate destruction that we were used to, I think, with the standard grape shot. I don't need this building here, so let's go ahead and switch that. And I want some of these to be Oath Gold buildings, so I'm going to tear those down and put in some Oath Gold buildings. We're going to do a little bit of rework there, and then I'm going to go ahead and build the next Obsidian Trinket Maker here, see if we can get some better output. And then Ulrika should have been recruited, right? Ulrika. Amass a treasury of 15,000. Okay, so that's the next Faith Bloodborne. All right, so we need to get 15,000 in the treasury. Well, that shouldn't be too hard. We could probably do that over the course of a couple of turns. Or if we win some key battles or just loot something. All right, I'm going to head into Greenskin Scum territory. I can actually dive underneath these guys. I'm going to go ahead and do that and come up here. They might have multiple armies. If they do, we're going to end up in a massive, potentially very dangerous fight, but it's a risk I'm willing to take. I ain't scared of no Greenskin Scum, and we're going to just dive right into that. And we finished Lightning Strike there just in case we need it right in time, because we are a long ways from further support, so I think that'll be appropriate. Let's get to Felix. Finish up Specialist, Thorgrim. Let's go ahead and get to Inquiring Mind, Lightning Strike. We could keep doing his personal line, which I do think would be fun, but we could also do this one up here, which is the Ancient Bloodline. Then we can get into his stuff, which is not amazing, but it's good. I mean, they improved it, but it's still a little lackluster in my opinion, but it's not bad. Like it's workable. Albeit unexciting. That's probably the best way to say it. Workable, but unexciting. Let's get a Relentless. No more of those. And we have not moved Oldest on this turn. Every time I move away from my main territory, it seems like we end up regretting it. But I don't really want this army to sit here and do nothing, really, either. So, we do have the 1,000 Oath Gold. Let's go into our thing here, and we can work on, let's do Oath Stones. We are going to be making so much Oath Gold. We're going to be up close to 300 soon. I still haven't moved Oldest. What do we want to do with Oldest? There's no islands real close to me, because I was thinking maybe we can just go hit some islands, get some money. I could go along the north side of the Norskin Peninsula, or mountains of Naglfari, whatever you want to call it, this area up here. I don't know what they call it, Norskin Peninsula, whatever it is. I know this is the Chaos Waste up here that I'm cleansing. We're making our way over a heck of a lot closer to Nagarond at this point, too. Should be interesting. I shouldn't get attacked from the south, and we should be safe from the east. I think we just probably want to help. I think we just want to help drive back. All right, there we go. Let's kind of move back towards Varg Camp and see if we can help wipe out the Norskins once and for all, because that's really the only angle that we're going to be attacked from. Since we have a commandment available, I'm going to have a bunch of different buildings. Let's go with the Control and Corruption Reduction, and I'll see you all on the next turn. Well, during the turn end, these stupid beastmen that spawned behind me declared war on me, and they're going to knock out one of my small unguarded settlements. But at least we now know where Oldest is going to move to. I was curious where I should be taking him, and the beastmen made the decision for me. So let's head out to sea, and I'm going to make my way over here to the Tower of Flies at haste, and we're going to get rid of those beastmen behind my lines. I don't want to spend any money this turn because we're trying to amass the treasure to unlock Ulrika. It looks like the Decadent Host have gotten themselves together and might be kind of prepared for a battle over here, which is great. I would love a huge battle with them, so I'm going to move forward and offer them said battle by kind of just parking my airship. I think, honestly, just like well within range of all the reinforcements. Like, just attack me with everything you got. Let's go. Bring it on. I don't think you can make good on it. So that's what we're going to see here. I'm going to actually move this guy all the way up to the Tower of Flies. Let him do some replenishment there. We can get our extra tusk here. We can get the timbers here. And then I'm going to go for probably a refectory here. Yeah, there we go. Got the refectory, so that'll help with the public order there a little bit. Let's take a look at public order, by the way. There's only a few places where it's going down. The Plane of Illusions. Not really shocked it's going down there, though I think we can probably stabilize that. The Eternal Lagoon is the one we were just at, and we'll start to stabilize that one a little bit over the next few turns. Mountains of Hell. This one's going to be difficult to stabilize. However, Castalton is the one that owns most of it. Again, I don't want to spend any money because I need that money for the mission with Ulrika. We did finish that Oathstone, so that's going to increase our income just a little bit. I'm going to switch back to this one for a couple of turns. We are up to 253 Oath Gold, it looks like, per turn right now. I don't know why it dropped a little, but we will see. Let's take a look at our armies. Grombrindal.
Our enemies shall tremble.
The Greenskins had their armies there, and they did not want any of it. They did not want any of it. They said, no thank you.
Fearless and unbreakable.
Good and bad, high place, World's Edge Archway. I'm kind of thinking about letting...
I am...
I'm kind of thinking about letting... I'm going to let Carrot Kadrin get some of this stuff, and I'm going to move over here, and I want to take over the Silver Road and possibly Black Crag as well. Looks like it might be Skaven owned at the moment, actually, but it is time for me to end another turn. All right, Grombrindal has a chance to fight some any. They're attacking me. Interesting. I would have thought, if anything, we were intercepting them in the underway. But no, they're attacking. Oh my gosh. Is that four? Or, yeah, that is 4 rogue idols. Fortunately for me, I have 3 cannons and should be more than a match for it. But this ought to get interesting, folks. All right, the battle's been going for a few minutes, but it's just been me trashing what few units the Greenskins have within range of my cannons. I have them pretty massively outranged. They are now chucking some stuff from their goblobbers at me. I'm going to move forward a little so that that doesn't potentially get a nice long fall and land in my... like that. That's exactly what I want to avoid. Actually, now they're technically in range of those. Ooh. Almost looked like I hit my own guys there. Azag is now in range. I'm going to target Azag. I'm going to ignore their artillery for just a moment. They do have a lot of cavalry that's going to try and work to my flanks. I am a little bit concerned about whether or not I can defend it properly. I'm a little bit shocked we haven't done more damage to Azag than that already. He's a rather large target flying straight at me. I would expect the cannons to hit him rather easily, but for some reason they are not. Keep an eye on that situation. I mean, we are doing damage to him, but I would have expected a lot more damage than that. Let's go ahead and target that rogue idol. Let's use the spear ability, and then let's get on Azag and slow him down. Drop some buffs here. Okay, yeah, Azag's getting blasted. That rogue idol is not doing well against my cannons. We're doing a lot better against it than we were Azag. In fact, that rogue idol's now berserking. Azag is just about dead. He landed, maybe in an attempt to attack Grombrindal. I'm not 100% sure what's going on, but he's getting savaged pretty hard. I'm gonna drag him back in a little. Oh, there we go. Okay, Azag's down. First rogue idol's down. We're gonna start targeting a second rogue idol. Here comes all those units that I was concerned about just outflanking me, and that's precisely what they have done. I just don't have enough units to cover this approach. That sucks. One of my cannons is going to get bushwhacked by that stupid squig hopper. The spider's going to get around me here too. So this is not great, the fact that they were able to close the distance. However, I did manage to cause extreme damage to the AI. I gotta get these guys back. Their archers are doing a bunch of damage to me as well. I'm gonna kind of fly the airship across the way here. I got rid of the snotling wagons. We're driving back these units that were attacking my back lines. I've got a Zufbar 42 pounder lined up that I can do a ton of damage with right there. I'm gonna actually cover that gap a little better, and then I'm gonna take my leaders to cover this gap, and I'm gonna fall back here. Watch my back lines a little. Let's get the cannons reattached to their guns. Get on. Target this guy. All right, sorry, I'm trying to get things rearranged just a little bit. The airship is getting throttled a lot harder than I would like by all of these units. Get those slayers back over there. These hammers are way too far back here. See if we can slow these guys down. I didn't have enough to guard my back lines here, and it's kind of costing me. I say kind of, it's definitely costing me. Ooh, we just put down some brutal fire. That did the trick. That did the trick. Ooh, got a good hit there too with the Spear of Grungni. Nice, okay. So that ended up getting a little uglier than I would have liked. I felt like we could have done a little better from range, but I just couldn't protect my backlines from all that fast-moving cavalry, so we got a little disrupted, but not before we turned it around and sent our enemies packing with massive losses here. I'm gonna probably chase these guys and chalk up a few more kills here real quick. Use these grudge rakers on the side of the airship to kind of cut these units down to size. We can probably get 100 more kills here, or maybe more, we'll see. Just gonna hunt these guys down. Yeah, we got a considerable number more kills on the way out of here, so I think that'll help us in terms of being in a better spot up against these greenskins. There we go. Well, we lost a Longbeard in there. I'm guessing maybe where it got caught up with the rogue idols or something. That's the only thing I can imagine they would have gotten rid of a Longbeard, because I don't think they would have routed easily there, so they probably got caught up with the rogue idols that made it to our lines. Again, a little bit tougher battle than I expected, but we got the job done, and it's nothing we won't be able to dig our way out of. I am out of time for this particular episode, and so I'm going to save it right here, and we will fight off Sigvald in the beginning of the next episode. Heir of Grudges, signing out, and I will see you soon.